often do you notice the unhelpful messages that you get in your head? I never really paid attention to them. And I was a therapist for 25 years. And I did a lot of cognitive restructuring with clients. And I never paid attention to myself. And a few years ago, after the loss of my husband and after my own grief journey, I decided to become a coach. So now I'm a coach. And as a coach, I've been on podcasts. And I can remember a few years ago when I first went on the first podcast, I was nervous. I didn't know what I was going to say. I, questioned my self-worth. I, had those messages of like, I wonder if they'll like me. I wonder if my message will get across. And today I recorded a podcast, and one of my podcasts that I recorded a few weeks ago went live. And I did not have any of those unhelpful messages. In fact, I had the opposite. I was super excited. I love when I can be on podcasts because I love sharing my story. I love being able to share a tip when the host asks if I have a tip to share with the audience. And that excites me. I know that even if the audience doesn't reach back out to me, that they're hearing my story and they're getting a tip. And so I don't have those unhelpful messages. And the biggest shift for me was the ability to connect to myself and using my spiritual behavioral technique. I no longer have those messages, and I feel so connected to myself. So I did some work before the podcast started this morning, and I just felt so wonderful and blessed to share my story when the host started interviewing me today. So I don't feel those, nerves like I used to, and I don't hear those unhelpful messages. And I love being a coach and being on podcasts so that I can share my story and, help women the way that I'm helping them.